Yo, what's going on, guys? Jetxc here. Hopefully, you guys have been doing good. And it's been 2.5 years of Snowbreak, almost going into three. It's kind of crazy how far Snowbreak has come over time. And we've got some pretty exciting new characters with Acacia and Marion, and we've got some new modes, some quality of life. And I kind of just want to summarize and give my thoughts on everything because I think it's pretty interesting. And the first person I really want to go over is the character Acacia, right? Because she has a dual mode, right? Heavily inspired, in my opinion, by Carter and Fleur-de-Lis. I think it's kind of obvious, which I think is pretty cool, right? Because she's got a flying sword that she basically wields, and she gets into a storyline of something that happened in her past, and she's afraid of this change and this, it seems like this power that she couldn't master, right? And we'll get into why she couldn't master that and how Ashton's going to help her release this older version of herself, the bigger boo version of herself. And yeah, she's got like this dual mode where she's got the small swords in her regular form, and then when she turns into her big mode, or like Fleur-de-Lis mode, she's got a big sword that does a lot of AoE and AoE ult, right? So kind of just to summarize with her weapon, she's got a flying sword, and in her standard form, it looks like every time you use a standard skill, swords fall from the sky as you attack a group of enemies. And then when you ult, you switch to the big mode of Acacia, and then obviously you've got the big sword swinging around, doing a lot of AoE damage. And then from there, from there she basically will swing her sword from left to right, and then she will cause like a big AoE ult, and then switch back to her main form, right? So some controversy with this. Some people don't like that she's got a big breasted form, I guess. Let me know what you guys think in the comment. I'm fine with it, but I mean, I think a lot of people know I would be fine with it. But I do like the effort that they've put into the character, right? I think it's pretty nice to see Snowbreak do things that kind of don't stick with the typical like run and gun mechanic, right? I think over the past just about a year, they've really done a good job of implementing characters that have fun and unique gameplay. So yeah, and obviously in the big form, she like floats around too, similar to Carter Thea from Woo. So yeah, that's pretty cool, right? So let me know you guys' thoughts on that. Now we also have Marion, who's going to be the free kinetic support. It looks like involving her story, she's going to be taking over as head of the family, and because of that, she's got access to a lot of gadgets with this new form, right? So as a support, what's interesting about Marion is that when she's on the field, she can use essentially a turret, right? And that turret will basically shoot enemies randomly, and then when you shoot that turret, it will it looks like periodically put out more damage over and over as you shoot it. And then she's got a AoE damage explosive device that basically detonates on hit, right? And then as a support, when she's on field, she continuously will boost damage, similar to I think Yao, right? She'll continuously boost damage and then attack like periodically over a couple of seconds. So I think she's going to be the perfect support for Akasia. So yeah, she overall looks pretty good, right? And yeah, their outfits I think look really solid. I really do like Marion's exosuit outfit. It really fits her well. Acacia I do think is solid as well. And then we get into the wedding outfits, which I do think overall these wedding outfits, I'll have to see them uncensored to be fair. So I can't really judge too much, but they look pretty solid, right? I think I'm most excited for the interactions because it looks like Acacia and Marion's interaction are pretty spicy. Sometimes I feel like the marriage interactions do get kind of boring depending on which one you do. I think some are definitely better than others, but it looks like for both of these, they will be pretty good, which I do prefer, right? So we'll be getting those costumes as well, and I'll definitely be checking them out on stream, but I'm pretty excited for both, right? So yeah, they kind of get into a couple of modes here. They've got like a card collector. It's called Dono, and basically you go around collecting cards, and after you collect those cards, you're basically going to be using those cards in the game mode, and yeah, you'll essentially be fighting with that deck, right? Don't know how I feel about it. It depends on how they do it, but I do like a good, TCG minigame. Definitely nothing wrong with that. So we'll kind of see how that fares. So I wanted to mention that quickly. But okay, so let's look at the outfit for some of the characters here. We've got a Quipao theme here for Cyrus and Mia. Both actually look really good in this skin. I could see a lot of people picking this up. So it'll be pretty interesting. I like both. Mia, I'm definitely getting her outfit for sure. So let me know what you guys think in the chat about both of them. I think I do have an uncensored image here somewhere, so I'll probably post it on the screen for you guys. But I think they are definitely cooking with this skin theme here, and honestly, you can't really hate it. And then there's also going to be a Narita skin where she's in some basically booty shorts and a top. I think this is censored. The top is definitely censored, but we'll have to see how it's going to look overall. So yeah, we'll definitely see, but I do love Narita, so I'll definitely be getting that. And then Yao Quiet Quitter, wow, excuse me, Yao Quiet Quitter will definitely be getting this skin here. And yeah, those are pretty much all the skins. Obviously, like I said, Marion is going to be free. Later on, they do show some new dorm content, which is the Archiverse. It's basically a giant arcade, and you can play coin push. There's a bunch of activities that the girls play that are basically arcade games. Overall, I like it. Can't wait to actually check it out. I think it's a cool little area that a lot of people will be in overall. You could go skiing. They've got like the shooting arcade game, so it looks like they really put some thought into this new dorm space, and I really do like it. So let me know what you guys think in the chat of this new area, because I think it's a good add-on for the base overall, right? So if we keep going, there is also another mode I did want to quickly talk about, and it is Dono Duel. And it looks like it's essentially a TCG where you fight to collect certain cards, and then once you collect those cards, you basically do a duel and you watch your characters battle it out. Should be interesting. I do like TCG games and TCG minigames, so we'll see how that goes. I've got not too much thought on it. We'll have to see. Operation Heimdall has added Ham, where you'll be able to fight against the robots, and they're all kind of coming in. So that one definitely looks pretty cool. That should be exciting to play. We have a new game mode called Hazard Sweep, and it's a permanent co-op mode, right? And this is something that people have been asking. I think a lot of people have been asking for a while, right? So essentially there are two modes, and the regular mode, you go around and you have to basically subdue the contamination levels to make it go back down to safe. So you go all over, basically it seems like different maps of the area. You may do like a protect mission, you may do like an eliminate mission, and all of this will accumulate to you basically making sure that the contamination levels are safe. And then the extreme hard mode is going to be the hazard sweep, where you'll face off against some bosses and things like that as you kind of go on, right? So a pretty good mode overall. Star Wars defense is coming back, and you'll be able to have assist in Star Wars defense. One of the examples they show here is Acacia being able to assist here, so that's pretty cool. Not the biggest fan of Star Wars defense, but I think it's a decent game mode at least, right? They're bringing back the heartfelt messages. We've got Paper Dreamland updates here. They've got new companion voices as well. I think that's just the update there. Supreme Battleground is coming back, and what's funny is they've got a new mode here. Where is it? It should be... they got Hero Games. Here it is. Wait a second. But there is a new mode that looks straight out of Turret Girls. But essentially, you man a turret and you eliminate enemies going from left to right. This is just like a little example here. And obviously, they talk about how the physics are going to be in a certain way and things like that. So, I'm definitely looking forward to this. Man, Snowbreak does a great job at adding just new modes to try out, right? So, yeah, that'll be fun. They've got a new layout for the main menu, right? So this is how it will look, but if you don't like this, you can switch back to it. And yeah, there's going to be some other content and quality of life in the future, right? But yeah, that's pretty much it. They've got like hero games here, and then also too, when Marion comes out, they will be giving an extra 5 tickets and 5 weapon permits. And then obviously when Acacia comes out, they'll be giving 10 of each as well, so a total of 15 for both. And you will be getting an advanced manifestation invitation letter, and it will go all the way up to Hearts and Harmony, which is the Yao and Jade arc patch, right? So pretty cool. And that's pretty much it, guys. I think I'm most excited for Acacia and Marion in the wedding outfits, and obviously I'll be getting the Cyrus and Mia outfits as well. And the new hazard mode I definitely want to try out. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. I think the dual form of Acacia for me is pretty exciting, right? Just because it's something new. And I think she'll actually be a really fun character to play. So yeah, we'll see how busted she is. And yeah, we'll kind of go from there. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. Later.